to the cloud. Okay, it says that we are recording. Great. Okay, well, welcome. And today we're going to give you a walkthrough through the Gamified lead magnet to see how that works and how we can use it to attract customers, right? So I will share my screen. There we go. Awesome. So first of all, how do you get to a Gamified lead magnet? You go to the templates, and here we have a Gamified lead magnet template that you can use right away. I already created mine. I was playing with it a little bit, and here's mine. So what is the purpose of a Gamified lead magnet? It has many benefits. It's basically kind of like the expiring mini course, but not as much, because in the expiring mini course, we have our customers or potential customers go through a 3-day course, right? It has more content than the lead magnet. And if you take a look at the lead magnet, the Gamified lead magnet, we will only find 2 pages that are important. The first page is the order form, as always, and the second most important page is the home page. And what are people going to find in your Gamified lead magnet? Maybe a guide that they can download and they can take a look at the guide for something. You can share with them maybe a workbook, maybe it could be, maybe you recorded a webinar and you want to share it with them. You can upload that webinar and people can take a look at that. It really depends what you want to do, but that's the whole idea. You only give them one freebie, one sneak peek, a little piece of something. It's kind of like the knowledge drop in the expiring mini course. You're only going to give them that one thing. And what is the purpose? They need to sign up for your Gamified lead magnet in order to download something. And it's good for you because you will have them enrolled and you will have their contact, and you can start sending them emails to remind who you are, what you offer. And it's a really good way to keep in touch and people get to know you, right? Also, it's a really good way to start getting people into Experienceify. So they will get their first glimpse of what Experienceify looks like, earning points, and actually making it gamified. So this is a really good start for them to see how Experienceify works, and you can get them excited about all the gamification. They will also see some celebrations. So let's take a look at what the experience engine has in the Gamified lead magnet. So if you go to the step number 5, we will find that we have 3 celebrations for this Gamified lead magnet. The first one happens, well, the first one that we see here is that after 6 days, and you will see why 6 days in a minute, but after 6 days that they log back into your course, they will see a celebration happening. The second celebration happens when they complete the course, and the first celebration happens when they first log into your course. Okay, so again, a sneak peek of the gamification that you will give them if they sign up for your course. Those are the 3. Now, why do we have a celebration after the 6 days? Because in the Gamified lead magnet template, we will give them 6 days to complete or to watch the entire webinar, to download the guide, to set up some goals for them. We will only give them 6 days. We won't limit them to finish this course in 6 days or this Gamified lead magnet, but we want to give them like a time, like a deadline, so they don't forget about it and they feel the pressure to actually put some goals and complete it. Hamilton says, do people have the option to pay for the Gamified lead magnet? Yes, I mean, you can charge people for whatever you want inside your Experienceify account, but it's not recommended that you charge for a lead magnet. I think it would make, if you wanted to charge for something, maybe the expiring mini course would be a better option. To charge for 3 days, that's something that people would pay. But maybe for the Gamified lead magnet, I don't know. I don't know if that would be a great idea. But yes, I saw the payment tab. Oh, you mean in the in the pages, in the order
Yeah,
form.
yeah, well, when you first started, I saw it said this, like there was a payment section. I was like, wow, I didn't realize that the gamified lead magnet, you could pay,
Oh,
you could set up payment.
you can for every single course inside your platform, you can, but definitely that's not the whole idea behind the lead magnets, just like
Yeah.
this one and the expiry mini course. But you know, you
You
will
would just
always
turn it
find
off?
this.
You would just turn it off?
Yeah, you simply don't put a, you don't set a course payment option
Okay.
here.
All right.
You leave it as it is. Mhm.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. So yeah, that's what happens. Now let's see what happens in the experience engine for this template. So when a user is added to the course, they are going to receive a student welcome email that looks something like this. You will tell them what to expect. As always, their login details, so they can go back anytime. And you will also add some information about you, like your email, so they can contact you in case that they have any questions. Again, you can always update and change these emails, but it's a template, so it works. Then we are going to tell the system to wait 7 days. Why 7 days? Because again, remember that in this gamified lead magnet template, we are going to give them 7 days to complete something, to set up some goals. That's the idea, right? So we are going to give them 7 days, and then we're going to send them a check-in email that looks something like this. Again, telling them more about the gamified lead magnet. They already finished it, hopefully. And here you can get them back to return to the gamified lead magnet, take a look back at the guide, maybe at the webinar, or whatever it is that you are offering to them. And again, it's a good way to keep contact with them. So that's what happens first. And the second experience that we have is that if a user earns 10 XPs, we are going to send them another email that says mission accomplished. Because for this course, we are only going to get 10 points. So after they complete the 10 points, then yes, you did it, you're successful, blah, blah, blah. And again, just keeping them engaged and happy and excited about completing something. And then after that, maybe, attract them into buying your actual course, right? So those are the two experiences that we have set up in this template. When user is added to this course, and if they earn the 10 XPs, and then we have the 3 celebrations. Any questions so far about the celebrations or the step number 5 for this gamified lead magnet?
Yeah, the emails are automatically, they're automatic. How do I put the how do I add the email address and their information for them to be part of the lead magnet? Or how does that work? How do they become part of the lead magnet?
Oh, they need to go through the order form and put their details there, like their name, last name, and their email.
Okay, so I send them a campaign, or just send them an email saying, go on to Experienceify and put your information here, and then you'll have access to the lead magnet.
How are you promoting your course?
Um,
Or how are you planning to promote your courses?
You're right, I haven't got a course yet.
Yeah.
Well, number one, I want to do a lead magnet, and I want to have someone look over the course look over the lead magnet first, and give me a thumbs up whether this is, whether this is okay. But I'm assuming via email. What is the best way?
It really depends, because if you already have an email list that you can reach out to, then that's great. You can create an email and send it to all your contacts and tell them, hey, this is a free guide for something, and then you attract them into your gamified lead magnet. But if you don't have an email list yet, then I think the best option would be to do some marketing. Maybe you run a short marketing campaign on Facebook, on Instagram. It really depends on your audience and what type of content you're going to promote. But that would be the best option, to create a marketing campaign. A really, it doesn't need to be a really expensive one. It could be just to try out and see how many people you reach out to, how many people click on your ad, and then that's the way that you attract them into a gamified lead magnet or an expiring mini course. But I don't know if you already have an email list, for example, that you can reach out to and send this gamified lead magnet to. Do you?
No, no.
Um,
My real question is, is this something that's within this system, or do I need to go outside the
oh,
system?
you need to go outside the system.
Okay, and then just create a link for them to fill out the information
You
to.
can the order form. Yes, you link it to the order form, and that will take them straight to the order form so they can read more about what you're talking about. We will see what the
Okay.
order form looks like, and then after they sign up, then they get access to the guide, to the goals, to all of it.
Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that part.
Cool. Okay, great. So that's for the step number 5. Now let's take a look at the pages that are important in this course. So for that, we will go to the step number 4. And the most important one always is the order form, right? Because this is the first time that people are going to see what you're going to offer to them. So when we go there, I was playing around a little bit with this, but I will create a new one so you can take a look at what yours looks like from scratch. So when you haven't done anything to your gamified lead magnet, it will look something like this, the order form. Like this, right? So at the top, we suggest that you put your logo, and then you present yourself. What do you offer? Who are you? What is your experience? After that, what are you going to offer to them in this gamified lead magnet? Is it a guide? Is it a webinar? What is it that you're going to offer to them, right? Here's where you promote the thing. And finally, the guide, like the order form, right? The form. Here's where people will put their details, their first name, their last name, and their email. Remember that in order for anyone to have access to any of your lead magnets, to your expiring mini courses, to all of it, we need their email address and their name, right? And then after they complete that, they will sign up for it, and then they will go to the home page. So after the form, we have the option to put some testimonials in there. So if you have testimonials, this is the place to display them. If you don't have any, you can simply remove these blocks. Remember that you are free to remove, add, edit all of the blocks that you have here. So if you don't have testimonials because you're just starting out, then feel free to leave this out. And at the very end, you can have the option to, first of all, you need to update this copyright thing to the 2024. Here you can put the link to your website. If you have a website, this is the place that you can put that, or maybe your social media. This is also the place where you can put that. And we have the terms and conditions and the privacy policy that you can leave as it is. But this is also a way to promote your own website outside of Experienceify. You can also link it to your marketplace, maybe, if that's an option. If you have other courses that you can offer to your clients, then feel free to link it to your marketplace as well. So this is what it looks like. I was playing a little bit around with it, and this is what I did for mine, right? Let's say that I have an e-commerce academy. That's the name of my company, and that's my logo. Then I present myself. Hi, I'm Brenda, and here I put like all the experience that I have about me, the 10 years of experience that I have in the e-commerce world, how many businesses I have guided. Like you get them into, like to know you a little bit more and get them interested. And then in this world, I will give them a guide for how to choose the right e-commerce platform, right? And here in this text, I will give them like, why is this important? Why do you need a guide, right? Because choosing the right e-commerce platform is crucial for the success of your online business. And then I added this little animated icon here. And at the end, it's nothing really that you have to do here because everything works There's no purchase needed. You have your gamified lead magnet. That's great. Get it now. And we are set up. It's good. I didn't put any testimonials because I don't have any yet, but of course you can always edit that and create your own. So this is the first page that it's important. The second page is the home page. So this is where everything happens. At the top, you will see that we have a countdown, right? Now, why do we have a countdown? Remember that in the Expiring mini course, we have a countdown and we give people 3 days to complete this course. And if they don't, then they lose access to it. We don't do that here. The reason why we have a countdown again is because we don't want people to just, get the guide and just don't do anything with it and forget about it. No, we want to put the 7 days here because we want to give people 7 days to complete something so they have the pressure to complete something. And what is that something? So first of all, I'm going to edit this content. Now we suggest for this template in particular that you give them 7 days to complete this, to set up some goals and complete them. 7 days. But if you want to give them more or less, that's completely up to you. So I'm going to update this to 7 days. I'm going to make it evergreen for 7 days. There we go. So just like the text says here, don't let this be another thing that you plan to finish someday. Choose a goal and get it done before this time runs out. Okay, so they put some pressure on themselves and they say every time that they log back in, they will see that the time is running out, and that creates some sense of urgency that they have to finish this. Below that, you have your course name, and then again, we are obsessed with missions, right? But you can always change this to any kind of, like change it to your own language. Right now we have missions. We really like missions in Experienceify because again, it's gamified and that's the way that we communicate with our customers. But you can always change this, right? It says your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to, and you have to add an outcome that can be achieved in a short time frame by using their lead magnet. In my case, I talk about e-commerce, right? So maybe after getting this guide, I will get them to choose, I don't know, maybe to do some research on the different platforms, to choose one for their own e-commerce. And that would be like the main goal, right? For them to actually choose one of the options that I give them based on the information that I'm going to give to them. Now, this is an option that you can put a video here explaining your guide, maybe this is a webinar that you're going to put here. If that's a webinar, then you can put it there. But it really depends. And also the video is completely optional. If you don't want to put a video there, that's completely up to you. But as always, we suggest that you put a video there because it's one of the best ways to get people engaged, to show them who you are, your face, or maybe some visuals to get them inspired and engaged with your content. And here is where you put the thing that you're going to give to them. In my case, here's where I will link my guide, my free guide. So that's that. And then what do we find here? So we give them 3 options in this gamified lead magnet. We will give them 3 options for a goal. We will give them an option for a minimum goal, a target goal, or a stretch goal. They have 3 options. So the first thing that they will do is select either one of these 3 goals. Because we want them to commit to this in 7 days, right? That's when the countdown is starting to make sense a little bit more, because they're going to choose a goal from here. Now, the goals obviously have to do with the content that you're offering to them. In my case, for example, the stretch goal would be to actually select one of the platforms for their e-commerce, right? That's like the super stretch goal. The target goal could be, I don't know, for example, I think for the minimum goal, maybe doing a research for all the different platforms that I give them. The target goal could be something in the middle of choosing and doing research. I can't think of anything right now, but you get the drill, right? Something in between. Right after they choose the goal, we are going to give them these things. What are the 3 things that we need them to do? The first one would be getting their copy, in my case, getting their copy of the guide that I'm going to give them. So they will get the first experience of completing some points. So that's the first point that they complete. The second is to watch the instructional video in case that you have one, but it really depends on what you're going to do here. In this case, I will put a video. So the second thing that they need to do is watch the video. Okay, done it. And finally, the one that will give them more points will be completing the mission that they chose, which would be one of these 3, right? So remember that they have 7 days for this. So in an ideal world, they will be coming back to your gamified lead magnet to check on the things that they have to do, right? So finally, after they complete the goal that they chose, they completed the mission. And then as you can see, it will give them 10 points. 8, 1, and 1. So it will be 10 points. And remember that in our experience engine, when they complete 10x points, they will receive an email saying, hey, you completed, congratulations. And also a celebration is going to trigger after they complete this. So again, this is good to get them started with the gamification of Experienceify. You get them excited about what you can offer in your other courses. In this template as well, we have this section with the comments. So if you're into that, people can read the comments that others have put in here about the thoughts, what they have accomplished, if they completed their mission, their goal. This is where you can put this. We highly encourage you to put that so they get an idea of community. That's also good. And here we suggest that you promote yourself and your other courses, right? So here you can link them to, right now, this is like a guide for choosing their e-commerce platform, the best e-commerce platform, right? But I want to lead them into my, let's say, what's the name of my course? Into e-commerce success, building an online store. So now I give them a guide on how to choose their own platform, and then I'm going to attract them into buying my introductory course on building an online store for the first time, right? So here's where you promote those other courses that will lead them to purchase something from you. And that's it. Those are the only 2 pages that we have for them in the gamified lead magnet, just your order form and the second one that will give them, you know, like a mission and an explanation of what you're going to give them. The guide, the webinar, anything that you're going to give them here. So yeah, any questions about this homepage here of the gamified lead magnet? So as you can see, you don't have to put anything in the step number 3, which is your content. All of the things that you're going to do are basically in the step number 4 in your pages. Here's everything that you need to edit. The only thing that you need to edit in the steps is the basics, which is the course name, because we have a token here, but that's it. The rest, you edit it in the home page and in the order form. So yeah, that's the purpose of the gamified lead magnet, and that's the way that it works. It's very simple. It's shorter than an expiring mini course. It gets straight to the point. You give them a freebie, and then you attract them into purchasing any other course that you have.
Okay, so the so basically it's a download, or it's a video or something. So there's no there's no real gamification. There's no real course in here, just the outside of just the gamified part.
Well, the gamified part is actually going off here. Like when they complete their points, and also some celebrations are coming up. So we do have gamification here. And like I was saying, like the reason behind this is that they get an introduction of how Experienceify works. Like all the points and the celebration is something that they are going to see for the first time, because it's not very usual when people have lead magnets. When they download something, you have done it probably, right? You have downloaded a guide for something, or maybe a free PDF. You never get this. You never get to acquire points. You never see any celebrations happening. So this is the first time that they're going to see that, and that will get them engaged, and getting them an idea of what you can offer in your other courses. So there's gamification happening.
Yeah. So Brenda,
yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was interrupting. I just have a question. Oh, I want to ask a question when you're done with the other question.
Sure. Hamilton, sorry, did I answer your question?
Yeah? Yes, you did. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Yes, Hannah.
So let's say that we have a video, like a webinar, a recorded webinar. That's what we want the free thing to be. Where does that live? Do we put this right here, that on the screen that you have? Do we upload it right here, or is there another place where we need to upload that?
No, you can upload it here.
Okay.
So here in the column number 1, here's your video, and here you can remove that demo video and upload your own, which is a webinar.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Any other questions about the Gamified lead magnet? Cool. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Brenda. That was great.
Yes, you're welcome. Sorry, I thought I heard someone in the background, but I think that was a video or something. Great. So I hope you had a better understanding of how the Gamified works. It's only 2 pages. It's very simple. So it's a really good way if you don't want to spend a lot of time in the expiring mini course. Maybe you can start with a Gamified lead magnet, and that makes things easier. Maybe it's a really good way to start, Hamilton, with a Gamified lead magnet, to, start, like as getting a sense. I don't know if that's correct, but like getting a sense of the ground, like what you can offer to people, how many people you attract, and if they are downloading your stuff. Like it's a good way to start. So I highly recommend you to start with this.
Okay, so I could like I have actual download thing, so I could put my that I call my lead magnet. I could put I could attach my download to this. So
yes.
PDF.
A PDF, yeah. And create a video. Maybe it's not your face, but maybe you create like a stock video thing. It's a really good way to start. I would highly suggest you to start with this one.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Yes,
so I'm still a little bit confused, Brenda. So in this thing, you put an introductory video and then the lead magnet, or is that introductory video the lead magnet?
It's an introductory video of the lead magnet. Like I'm going to give them a guide, right? To choose the best platform for their e-commerce store. So I will make a video explaining why is this guide, like what I cover in this guide, why is choosing the right platform important. So you give them an idea of why they need to download this guide and why is it important that they download it. You want to give it importance to your online PDF thing. Like, why is it important that you download it? It's just not another thing that you download on the internet.
Okay, so if I put the introductory video here, where do I upload the actual guide?
Here, in this button here, it says get your copy here.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Daniel, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. So I see I got here a little bit late. So I see this as very interesting way to connect, because I feel like the inspiring mini course is a little bit long.
Yeah.
For some people. So if you want to sell something, or you can
Yeah,
just
it's
give a
definitely
little bit. So this template, do we have it in our account?
Yeah, it's called the Gamified lead magnet in your templates.
Lead magnet.
Here you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you show one more time where you put the like the introduction to like a like a mini course or a course that I would have other than the okay, so long story short, I know where to put the lead magnet, the PDF, but
Uh-huh.
where is the where would I put like an introduction to my actual Experientify course or
Oh, okay,
yeah.
that would be in the homepage. If you scroll down a little bit more, here's where you would promote
Okay.
your other course, right? So here you can put an image of your course and an explanation of what you offer in that course, and then the link that will take them to the order form for your course.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Yes, and remember that this is all editable, so you can make it look like a longer explanation, or you can put more different like courses here to get them interested, not just one, but more, so they can choose from there. Yeah, it's really interesting. Way shorter than an expiring mini course. So if that's your thing, I think this is a really good way for starting. Great.
Yeah, if we want, for instance, to make them aware
Any
of
other
something-
questions?
sorry.
Sorry, Daniel, there was a like a delay. Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, so I was asking if we want to just do a mini, like an exercise, give a little explanation, and then take them to an experience, an actual experience, and then get feedback, and then after they give feedback, we can offer something because we know that they have achieved something, so there it will trigger by that, and I love that. Thanks for sharing
Yeah,
this. I'm glad that I came here today.
yeah. I'm happy that you came here. Thank you very much, Daniel. Great. Okay, I will stop sharing my screen. And that was today's topic. So if anyone has any questions about the gamified lead magnet or any other topic, this is your space. So please, does anybody have any questions, any doubts?
Yeah, I have a question whenever.
Yes. Okay. So Hamilton and then Daniel.
Okay, thank you. I have I have a couple of ideas for courses and everything. And this is one course. I have a course where I'd like somebody to take an action every day. And I want them to take an action once a week, and I wanted them to take a different action uh um at the beginning of the month. So how would I be able to do that? They have to mark that they have, yes, I've done this today. Yes, I've checked this box. I've done my work, my homework today. How would I set that up? Because
So
they have
you want
something to
them.
do every day. They have something to do one day out of the week, and then they have something to do. They have a monthly action.
So what I'm thinking is like for the everyday action, are they going to take like a lesson, like watch a video every day, or what is it that they are going to do in your course? How is it set up?
Okay.
Or it's
I will tell you what they're gonna do. I was
okay.
trying to keep it a little covert, but I'll tell you what they do. I teach kids Sunday school, and so I want them to mark that they did their prayers, their daily prayers. And then,
Okay.
I want them to mark that they have a weekly prayer that they have to do, and then every first Friday they have to do a prayer. So that's basically it. And basically, since I do Sunday school all the time, this is just my way of trying to get into to really doing the course that I really want to do. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So that's it. I know Sunday school. I know exactly what they have to do. You know what I mean? So how could I actually set that up? Now okay, so I've already recorded the prayers, the weekly prayers, the daily prayers, and the first Friday prayer. You know what I mean? So I've already recorded those. I didn't, they're on audio, they're not on video.
Okay.
So I already have exactly what they're gonna what they need to pray every day.
Right,
And
right, right.
basically, I'm just trying to get them in the habit of praying every day, and being thankful every day.
Okay, I'm taking a look here at the earn today's batch. Done it. I'm thinking.
And so one thing, like when they do their weekly prayer,
Mhm.
the weekly prayer would include the daily prayer. And when they do the first Friday prayer, it includes the daily, the weekly, and that first month prayer. You know what I mean? So they don't have to click on, when they're doing their weekly, it's all included. They don't have to click on the daily, then the weekly. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
all one thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay. But they will have to go through. Okay, I'm thinking you can release the content. Look, I'm going to share my screen. So this is a 5-day challenge, but let's say that I have. Are you using the gamified course?
I'd
Or
like to
did you-
use a gamified course because these are 4th and 5th graders.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. So
mhm.
they know gamification. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
There's nowhere in the world that I'm going to be able to get them to pray every day without some
Mhm.
kind of gamification. Or without their, parents, doing like this.
Right, right, right. So for every training that you have, every training will be released every day, and each training contains the prayers.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, I'm open to however it can happen. I had actually
So
thought that they would just click that they had done the prayers, and they would click on another thing to do the prayers. You know what I mean? But I'm open to whatever you're thinking. You have
well,
more experience than I do.
you can create, like, for example, a module with the complete week, right? In this case, for example, in the gamified course, we have 4 weeks, right? I don't know how long your course
No,
is going
4
to be.
weeks is fine. That's fine.
Okay, great. So each week contains the 5 days of the week. And what you can do is, every day you set up a prayer, but you will need to add an action. Let's see if we can delete the actions here. No, you can't. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. I'm going to see if I can delete all of them. Yeah. No, you can't.
It's okay because they need to have, don't they need to
Oh,
have
no,
at
it's
least
okay.
one action to pray? Like,
Oh, then you can add the one action, like maybe I prayed, or I heard the praying.
or yeah,
Yeah. So
They're
you
supposed
can.
to pray. Yeah, they're supposed to pray with the video. I mean,
So they would, they would need to check daily that they prayed that day. And then what you can do is leave them locked. So each day, one of the trainings will be released. So they won't have access to the next trainings. They will only have access to the training of that day, right? To the praying of day 1, to the praying of day 2, by leaving them locked here in the release timing. You can change that to on a specific date, is after X days, immediately. You don't want that, but you will leave them locked for this one, right? And then once they complete the 5 trainings, you want something to happen when they complete the whole week. And what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Like, do you need them to complete an action? Do you need them to, what exactly?
Well, they'll need to, how we have like watch the video, they'll need to listen to the recording. So for the weekly recording, after they listen to the weekly recording, I guess they could mark that they did, and then it would go woohoo, or God is good, God is great. What
Oh, okay. So after they completed the whole 5 days, you want something to happen.
Actually, I want something to happen every day. But the other thing too, um, I'm back and forth because these are fifth grade,
Yeah.
fourth, fifth, and sixth graders. So I know some will go in every day, but I know some won't,
Mhm.
and I don't know how to do that because I was thinking that I know for sure if they go in and listen to the prayers for that, the prayers are only like 15 minutes. It's not a long type of thing. And the daily prayers are only 7. So it's not, it's not taking a whole bunch of their time. The monthly prayer is the whole 37 minutes because it is the weekly and the monthly together, plus a couple of other things for the month. So the most that they have to do is 34 to 37 minutes, in a month, for that monthly thing, that first Friday. So I want them to have a cheer or something when they did their morning prayer. You know what I mean? Like clapping or something when they did their morning.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So that would encourage them to
Yeah.
do it the next day. But if they don't do it the next day, I don't know if it would be okay for them to see that, okay, they prayed this day, but they didn't pray on Thursday, but they prayed on Friday, see the pattern of the days that they actually prayed. I don't know.
Mm. Well,
Um,
as far as this, the first thing is the celebration. So the way that you set them up is in the step number 5. And when you go to the celebrations, here you create a new one here,
okay.
and then you set up the trigger. So in this case, you want a celebration to happen every time that they complete a prayer, right? Every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So I don't know, congrats. So congrats. I will leave it at that. You customize it, save and exit. You're doing awesome. Yeah, okay. And then here, you have to choose the trigger, the celebration trigger events. So you click in add new, and you have to choose from the list. So in this case, when a training is completed, you're going to set up a celebration, right? So what is that training? So when this day 2 finishes, then that's when I want this celebration to go off. And that way you have to create one celebration every day, or the trigger event for every day, right? Because you want a celebration to happen every time that they complete a day of prayer,
Okay.
right? Did I lose Hamilton?
I think she froze it.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can
Yeah.
hear you now. There you
Okay.
go.
I have a suggestion for you, Hamilton.
Sure.
Please
Sure.
go ahead, Lucia.
I've spent quite a bit of time with grade 5 and 6 people in that sort of tween pre-adolescent crazy age. And I know that they dip into shame really quickly. Like if they miss a prayer, they will have the guilt, which may make them miss another prayer. So while and I'm just throwing this on the table for you to plunge. So while the celebrations are amazing, if they miss a couple, will you, just my own curiosity, will you be sending them a little email going, hey, I just want to encourage you and I see you're doing really great and blah, 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 to fill the gap, to pull them out of the pit?
Well, they're supposed to be praying with their parents. So I have the parents' email to send off and say, hey, you didn't do this 7 minutes, god dang it. Don't you want your kid to, whatever? No.
All
But
right.
seriously, yeah, I do have the parents' email. I can't, I mean, I talk to them and everything, but the parents' email is
Right.
everything goes through
Okay.
the parents.
I got you.
So the parents are supposed to be parents, and if they want friends to pray with them as well, for
Prayer
Maddie
parties. I like
Midday.
a prayer party.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But my
Okay.
thing, okay, so I guess this is for another day, because my thing is, how do I how do I see a pattern? Like if they're only praying on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or how do I get them, how do I get them to click on the ones that when they actually pray without being stuck? And if they started on Monday and only Tuesdays available to them, but yet they haven't seen Tuesday and they're really only praying on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? How do I, number one, how do I get a chance to really see what days they're praying? How do I encourage them to pray every day? And
Right.
yeah, how do I see what days they're praying and how do I encourage them to pray every day? If the trigger is if the trigger is mandated for them to pray every day, and I know maybe not necessarily they can or
Right. The thing that's happening here is that we are telling the system in this example that I put you, like we're going to release a training every day, right? So you either select the option of releasing the trainings yes or yes, even if they don't log in, or you don't release a training until they complete one.
okay. So I have a question. If they complete one,
Mhm.
and it's a Monday, but then they
Mhm.
don't come back until Wednesday to complete the next one, does it
Mhm.
say, I mean, will it show me that it was Wednesday that the next time they came to complete it? Or it doesn't matter, it's just whenever they complete it on, that's a
It's
date
whenever
there,
it's
and whenever
whenever
they
they
complete
complete.
it, oh, that's good, okay, but can I
Mhm.
take would I be able to
To
uh
see that.
to track that?
Right. So you can in activity you can see that, but you will need to do the work like manually and see like, like all the activity of your student, like, okay, this student went this day and completed this action this day. So that way you can do it. But let me do some research if you can get that, for example, get notified in your email whenever something like that happens.
Yeah, okay. All
Um,
right. And the one last caveat, and then I'm gonna get back from the floor. There are certain prayers that they can pray on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Certain prayers that are unique to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
okay.
So one of the things I wanted to do, like if they're Thursday prayers that aren't the same as Monday prayers,
Mhm.
then when Thursday, if they did everything every day, then that'd be fine because they would know what prayers they can pray, the optional prayers on those specific days.
Mhm.
But now I'm trying to figure out, anyway, I'm overcomplicating it. I will just get it done and, go backward on it, modify it as I can.
Okay, great. I would highly recommend you to complete the training to test it out. I would love to see that here to test it. And then from there, we can see exactly what is it that you want to change, and we will do it right in your course. But I will ask about these two things. I will do some research and ask to see if that's possible, and I will.
Tell me the name of the 5-day course. Is it called 5-day course? What is the name of it?
This is the gamified course, the one that you're taking a look at with the weeks.
Okay.
This is the gamified, where is it? Here, gamified course. And
Okay.
I think the first one that you saw was a 5-day challenge, but I think that's not what you want to do. It's the
Okay, so
gamified one.
it's gamified course. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
you're welcome.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Great. Daniel, are you there?
Yes, I am here. I am
Great.
here.
Please go ahead.
So, what the expiring mini course will be like in your experience now? What can we do, or because I haven't put like traffic to that course yet.
Okay.
So I was thinking about gamified lead magnet or expiring mini course, or try which one works better, like what to do with that, or yeah, I don't know.
Right. So is this the first time that you are creating an online course, or have you done it before?
It's the first time.
It's
I
the first time.
actually have the expired mini course, like I already filmed it because I don't
Okay.
have it like with I filmed it myself and
Mhm.
and I gave it to some people, but yeah, I was like making some changes, really.
Okay. Well, first of all, you already have some content for the expiry mini course. I would highly encourage you to, use that one.
Mhm.
Now, the differences between the gamified lead magnet and the expiry mini course. The gamified lead magnet, it's like really fast. Like people will get straight to the point of downloading that PDF or watching that webinar that you're going to give them. And it goes straight to the point, right? We will give them like the option to set up some goals because that's the whole idea. And in the gamified lead magnet, we do create a sense of urgency because we will give them 7 days to complete this, but we also don't tell them ever that we are going to remove the access from them or that they will never have the option to come back. And it's a risk that they will never go back to see the gamified lead magnet, and maybe the only thing that they will do is download your PDF and that's it, right? So in that case, if you're going to go for the gamified lead magnet, in my opinion, make that PDF in a way that they would go back to any of your courses. Like put some links in your PDF, like after the guide, remind them that you are offering some online courses, and then that way you can lead them that way, right? Because probably the only thing that they will do is download that PDF that you have for them, and they will never go back to the gamified lead magnet. For a lot of people, that will be the case, right?
Yeah.
The difference with the expiring mini course is that we actually ask them to come back in 3 days to complete some actions, right? And the other thing is that they can complete the challenge in one sitting because they have the binge mode on. So that could be another way. But we don't really know if all of our students are super engaged and have the time to complete it. So it takes more time for them to take your expiring mini course than the gamified lead magnet. Both are really good options, but I would say that the expiring mini course, you want to use it for when you have something a little bit more complex, like an offer that's a little bit more complex, so you want to go more in depth about a topic, then go for the expiring mini course. But if you only want to, like taste the ground and see if they are interested in something, then go for the gamified lead magnet. Just give them something that they can quickly download, and in that PDF, make it a way that they will go back to your courses. Don't let them forget about that.
Perfect. Thank you. So
Yes, you're welcome.
and like for the expired mini course, do you have a range of prices that we can sell that you have tested, like from something to something, or maybe sell a mentorship right away without a call, or maybe it's more to
You mean after they
take a
complete the
call?
expiring mini course?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, no, I really can't tell because it really depends on the business, on the
yeah,
expertise. Like I don't have like
yeah.
a price range. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Lucia.
Forgot I was there. Oh yeah. When we put a lead magnet into Experienceify, like a document, like your guide, for example, where is it stored?
The
Is it
guide,
yeah, is it in Experienceify or is it a link out?
it has to be a link out.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. So it becomes a link to a PDF.
Yes, unless you put it as a resource that they can download from within Experienceify. When you
Yeah.
have your course, right? And then
Yeah.
when you go to your step number 3 and you add a download here you can
Mhm.
add that PDF, and that will live in Experienceify, and they can download it right from there.
So I can give them a link to the lead magnet page. if they're not already in my system. And then from there, they can link to it as a resource.
If they are not part of this gamified lead magnet.
A lead magnet is a sales tool, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they're not already in my system in Experientify.
Mm-hmm.
So the lead magnet page that you were doing when I came in late, I apologize for my lateness. We give them a link to that page and then they get the download.
No. We give them a link to the order form. There's an order form for the gamified lead magnet. So the first thing that for all of these things, they need to sign up here. No, sorry, in the step number 4.
Right.
They will
And
have,
even,
yeah.
and you say that it can be stored in the resources.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to be an exterior link to the PDF.
It doesn't need to be. No, you can add the resource in here in your step number 3, and they can download it right from here.
Okay.
Yeah. But the second option is like, we don't have that here in the template. So the template will take them to an external link. But if
Okay,
you want to
thank you.
do that, yeah, go to
Okay,
step
thank
number
you.
3. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, great. So that was it for today. Thank you so much for your time. I think I have another call right now. Yeah. And thank you so much for your time. I hope you had a better understanding of the gamified lead magnet, Hannah. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much, Brenda.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No, thank you, Hamilton. I will have a better answer for you next time.
Okay, but thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Take
No,
care.
thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.